This is too much power for one person. That's why I gave it to you. Only you can use it.
Welcome to our ranking video. We do this once a month. We're just gonna rank things. Could be top 5, could be Mount Rushmore, could be anything we think of. We also take suggestions. And today, we decided to do top 5 Batman gadgets / inventions. I'm gonna go first, Jacob's gonna go second, and then we're gonna go back and forth. Okay, so first thing I have is Battle Axe from Absolute Batman, and it first appeared in issue number 1, and I chose that because it's badass.
Melee.
And it's just seeing how can you make Batman any more scary? You give him a battle axe, and you make him 6'9" and 400 pounds. But yeah, I got Battle Axe at number 5.
No, Raymond. No. You don't give him a battle axe. He produces it out
Right.
of his suit.
Yeah.
So you're
Right.
just looking at him like, okay, what's up? Hand to hand. Hold up.
Right.
Now we're
and
gonna...
then and to think the Bat logo is not the best. It's I don't hate it as much as a lot of other people do, but it being a battle axe really makes it make way more sense, right?
Yes.
And it being that battle axe, I remember seeing it pop off his chest for the first time. I was like, oh, this Batman is not playing at all. He is not playing at all.
Yeah, I think this was function over fashion, where Bruce Wayne was like, okay, I want to make a battle axe. It has to be hefty and a heavy melee weapon.
Right.
Then I'm going to add the little bat ears or whatever.
Right. I don't even know if it's function either, because in my head, now you don't have any armor on your chest.
Yeah. Or
you
like,
know what I mean?
Like however many layers he has, it's like the base layer, and that's
the only thing I thought about it. It was like, it might not be the best idea, but gonna ignore that for right now. I have Battle Axe at number 5.
Well, that's a good one. So my first one is the Bat Computer.
Okay.
So Batman, Bruce Wayne, he's a brilliant detective. He could think on his feet. He's able to see details and connect dots better than the vast majority of any other human on Earth. He can remember things, etc. But he's a human. He's not a brainiac AI alien. He's not a cosmic entity. He's human. So he's made over the years one of the most advanced, computers that it taps into all of Bruce Wayne Enterprises technologies, satellites, networks, databases, field devices, but then also other intelligent agencies across the world.
I mean, everything. He has he's got 4 satellites.
Yep.
So it's connected to anything on Earth.
Anything.
I mean, it's definitely the most useful, I'd say, of everything, right? Without the Bat computer, I think, okay, put it this way. You could take every other Bat gadget away from Batman, and he might not be the best Batman, but he can still be Batman.
Mm-hmm.
You take away that computer, and we're talking about 1940s Batman. You know what I mean? Where he's Adam West and everything doing the weird dance. I mean, and even that, I guess technically, I think he might have had a computer. So even back then, it's not like he didn't have a computer. But I guess whenever he was first invented, he probably didn't have a computer. Right. When he was actually using a magnifying glass, looking at evidence on the ground and shit. Yeah.
Listening to the radio, trying to catch the cops, report.
His Bat TV needs antennas or whatever.
And it's not just the Bat computer in his cave, but it's all the interconnections with his, his plane, his car, his visor, everything, it's all interconnected. So he's always plugged in. He always has the latest and greatest information.
Well, and it
data.
Also gives him a second pair of eyes too, because usually it's Alfred behind that computer when he's out being Batman. Yeah. So it's also versatile, right? It's not like he's the only one who can use it.
Yep.
So I think
you can imagine
pretty good.
As he's facing an opponent, he can get the rundown on this person.
Exactly.
The background, strengths, weaknesses. So Bat computer is
yep.
That's the core.
That's a good one. That's a good one. My number 4 is a little goofy, but I had to put it on here for it being iconic alone. I got Bat Shark repellent. First appeared in Batman the movie, 1966.
Okay.
It only appeared once, but it's become one of the most famous gadgets in Batman lore, and it was used to get rid of a very, very random great white shark that was attached to Batman's leg and was never seen again.
So I have a question, because I'm not aware of this invention. Was it a repellent that he used underwater? Or
No. So he was hanging on a whatchamacallit. I think it was a rope.
Rope, okay.
And it was by his leg. So he was out of the water, and it was literally a spray that he had. Yeah. I know.
I love it.
So just for it being iconic, and also too, the bat shark repellent, as goofy and as stupid as it is, if it were a possible thing, if it were a real thing that could be invented, if Batman were real, he would absolutely have shark repellent. Just because he would have everything, right? So he would have the shark repellent. It's not like it's stupid, right? It's not very useful, but when he needs it, he would definitely have it.
Like Judge Dredd, he has the different
Yeah, the
ammunitions
gun.
in his that he
One
can
of the
call out
coolest, one of the coolest weapons in all of sci-fi.
in
Pretty
all
dope.
of anything. I have to imagine Batman has like a repelling because like shark, bear.
That actually, that would honestly, I could see them. Hey, DC, pay us. Like they could actually just use that for the new Batman run. I mean, things are advanced enough where I don't think people would bat an eye at that.
Right.
It's a good idea.
Shark repellent. Okay, that's good.
All right, what's your next one?
I'm sure you probably have this one, maybe not, maybe it's too obvious, but the Batarang. And particularly, I'm impressed with the manufacturing of the Batarang. So hear me out. So you have different types, right? You have one that's just a blunt object. You have one that can explode. You have one that's like a taser. You have all sorts of Batarangs. These are literally designed to maximize impact, but these are embedded systems. There's electronics, there's transceivers.
Oh,
there's
the time it would take and how many he has.
not just to build them, but that they work. So think about like
exactly.
Take like your phone, right? Your smartphone. It's like a supercomputer almost 30 years ago, right? You drop it at waist high, it can break.
Right. But
Some of them-
also like we're not building them, or we're to assume that Batman is building his own things.
Yeah, he
that
has
means
to.
this man is building thousands of high-tech batarangs at
Yes.
some point, like during the day. He's just
During the
doing
day.
that. That's what I mean, right? How intricate the batarang would have to be.
Mm-hmm.
He's not sending this shit to China to get it
No.
like mass manufactured. So
No.
it's him in his cave. Like that's the story that we don't see about Batman is how long it takes him to make all his shit. Like
Yep.
if he's doing it himself. No, batarangs, I mean, iconic. You ask anybody top 3 Batman gadgets, they're gonna throw batarang in there. You know what I mean?
Unlike Superman in his
Fortress of Solitude.
Fortress of Solitude, he has those robots that can help with all sorts of shortages.
Yeah.
Batman, at least you tell me, I haven't seen
Just usually Alfred and
Just
maybe
Alfred.
the Robins. You know what I mean? But nah.
But those
and,
guys
and,
are,
and fun fact, those robots were not canon for a very long time. It was a weird, goofy thing they did. Don't quote me on this. I'll put it in post. I think it was like the 60s maybe. And then they got rid of them because it was kind of goofy. And then when they did, I believe the death and return of Superman, they brought him back to kind of pay homage to the old one. Pretty cool thing.
and those are based on Kryptonian technology. So even then, they're far advanced.
I believe so.
Yeah, so you're right. I mean, Batman, Bruce Wayne, he is himself, maybe Alfred, maybe some of the Robins, but I mean, they're on the field, kicking butt, whatever. He's manufacturing this stuff one at a time.
Certainly, Jason Todd's not helping you build batarangs. You know what I mean? No
He
disrespect, Jason
he
Todd.
uses them.
Oh, my poster fell down. Jason Todd. That's my guy. And actually, speaking of Superman, my third Batman gadget item, something in his inventory. I hate it. I feel bad. It makes me feel bad for their friendship. But my third item is the kryptonite ring. And it was first seen in Batman issue number 612. And even if it's one of his best friends, he still has to keep it just in case things start to get froggy. So, and I mean, it's a simple thing. Kryptonite ring, not too much to it, but it's one of those things. And unlike Lex Luthor, Batman put it in a proper case so he didn't give himself cancer.
Yeah.
And actually, I think he just didn't carry it around all the time, unlike Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
So, and honestly, it pains me to put it on here because I genuinely, Batman and Superman's friendship is probably one of my favorite bromances in comic books. So it hurts, but you got to have something.
There's been several different types of contingency plans, like, the Atom implanting that shard in Superman's brain. And then there's
what was that in? That was in something recent.
I don't have in my notes.
Was it
I just remember.
DCKO? Or was it something we read? And it doesn't matter.
Yeah. There's been like a bullet, there's been a spear, but the ring is very subtle, but it's obvious. So Batman wears it on the outside of his glove, so Superman kind of sees it. So even though it's like, hey, this could hurt you, kill you if I punch you in the heart enough, but
well, that's what I was gonna say. And I can punch you.
Yeah, right.
That's
Right.
the one thing I know I can do, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna punch you. You know what I mean?
So it's still kind of like respectful in the sense that
Right, because he's not trying to kill you.
I'm not trying to do it on the, clandestine.
Right,
Here it is. Like,
right,
what's up. We're
right,
about to, yeah.
right.
That's good. My next one is the bat respirator.
Yeah.
So,
Ooh, okay. Okay.
and there's been multiple versions. So Batman's cowl is like iconic. His lower jaw, his mouth, his chin is exposed.
Yeah.
There's been some where it it just zips
Right.
over his face.
Yep.
There's been some he takes out of his utility belt and puts it in his mouth.
That's my favorite.
He bites
That's my
down on it.
favorite.
But here's the thing that gets me. So respirators, there's a full mask, half mask. Then there's scuba where you have an air tank.
Right.
All of that is built into this small harmonica looking thing.
Yeah.
It just works.
And again, we're to believe he's building these things.
Right.
I guess, you know what? Let me take all of that back. We got to give a little bit of a credit to my man, Lucius Fox. We cannot disrespect Lucius Fox.
True.
So he's got Lucius Fox there. I believe it a little more now.
But I think Lucius Fox more on the design. He's a genius. I think he's more on the design side. He designs these, but who physically builds them? I don't know if Lucius Fox.
I think Lucius, and
He may
maybe
do the
not in every
prototypes.
iteration, but I
Yeah.
know that there are iterations where Lucius Fox is the one literally building it for him.
The thousands of batarangs.
Well,
and,
no. So I guess in the comics they don't explain it like
Yeah.
that. But I mean, he's the one who invents, the shot gloves if he needs them, or the grappling gun that can hold double the weight. You know what I mean? That sort of thing. But yeah, no. I guess if we're going back to building the individual items, yeah, that's probably Bruce in that cave doing
Somebody.
that. Absolutely. Yeah.
But yeah, that respirator, I just loved it because it it can allow him to breathe underwater. It filters out all sorts of nerve gas and agents and all sorts of particulates or whatever.
Right.
And it works. And here's the thing with the mask. So anytime you have something moving, it requires physical or mechanical parts, actuators, motors, whatever. His headpiece is like thin. So you have all this mechanics,
technology built
in that it can kind of go
Right.
over. How the F does that happen? But
Yeah, it doesn't. Like, again, it's one of those things where I believe it's it's similar to how Batman has plot armor,
Mhm.
where on any other character you're gonna kind of question it maybe a little bit, know. But you're Batman, it's like, okay, all right, I believe that. Okay, that's fine. It's Batman.
he's
Batman dodged Darkseid's lasers.
He's-
I just want us to just be clear on this, okay?
Omega
Batman
beams,
dodged Darkseid's lasers.
he juked
right?
him, and
So-
he sidestepped like when the Superman was like under Poison Ivy's control, a punch.
I
He
don't know what iteration.
animated series,
Oh, I got
whichever
you, I
it
got
was,
you.
but like
Yeah.
he sidestepped Superman trying to kill him.
But also, that's why Batman's amazing, though, because it's like, no, it's not plot armor. He's just Batman.
He's just Batman.
You know what I mean? He's just
him.
Batman.
Yeah.
Man, actually, God, that was a good lead into my second one. The electrified countermeasures of his suit. So when he's passed out, nobody can take it off of him. And it's not, I looked it up too, and I couldn't find exactly when it was first introduced, so that kind of bummed me out. But there's been iterations where it like a gas comes from it to knock
Mhm.
people out, electrifies people, all sorts of things. So I think that one is one of the most genius, like you'd really probably want to have that one for real,
So I know, Raymond, correct me if I'm wrong, the movies, The Dark Knight is like your favorite trilogy.
Yes.
right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
And there was a
Favorite
scene
superhero movie.
with the Joker and like one of his henchmen.
Yeah.
and it-
that right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah.
I'll put a clip of it. That right
Right.
there. And again, and this just might be because I was 8 when I saw that movie, and I saw it like 5 times, and it was my favorite movie. But I
Yep.
can't remember if that was a thing beforehand, right? And I'm depending on when the Justice League show came out, because
Mhm.
maybe it was used on there. I can see that, but I can't recall right off the top of my head. But
And
it
compare
feels
this.
like The Dark Knight is the first time it happened. Yeah.
Compare this to I think it was in '92, Batman Returns with Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
Towards the end, when he whipped off a rubber mask to
Right.
show Selena
Right.
Kyle that, hey, I'm Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. It's just rubber. It's
Right.
just a mold.
And it
it
also
over.
it's not meant to be put back on. So
Right.
Batman would have to run home and get
Right.
another one molded onto his head and then leaving.
So that one
So, yeah.
definitely, and then the black makeup around his eyes mysteriously went away. But yeah, that one, at least in the movie, that script, nothing special to the mask other than just over the face. But yeah, that's a good one. So speaking of like his outfit, Batman Beyond suit, and I know it's super high tech. He can fly. It's the invisibility. I'm like, okay, enough said. Like he can go invisible.
Yeah.
So,
And I mean, it's funny because Batman, like OG Batman, would spam the shit out of a invisibility cloak if it was his mainline thing. You know what I mean? People turn their head and he's always gone, and then he's already gone. Imagine the situation where you turn around, you think he's gone, but you turn back around and he's right there because he was like, I feel like Batman, and I don't know why. It's probably just because it would be too easy, but if they just made it in continuity that he used that all the time, I mean, it would be what?
It cheapens his skills of
there you go.
being
That's
in
a good way of
room.
saying it.
You turn, literally, like you said, turn around and then he's gone. Like quite like a cat. Where did he go?
Right.
But
Because you got to think of all the technology that Batman has.
Yeah.
They specifically don't use the invisibility cloak, but it's good actually that it's not good, but it makes sense that it would have been used more for Batman Beyond the series because Terry McGinnis is just so much less adept at this Batman thing. He doesn't really know what he's doing. So sneaking around is not his thing. You know what I mean? So the invisibility cloak is a good ad for the Batman Beyond suit. Yeah.
And to that point, I think that's accurate that it was for the legacy because at least in the animated series, like the first episode, it showed Bruce Wayne in the Batman, the new suit, right?
Oh yeah.
But he got
old ass Bruce Wayne.
Yeah. I think he got like hit or he was tired. He was like bleeding from the mouth at one point.
Yep.
So he was the next Batman probably won't have the same skills as me.
Right.
So I'm gonna build in this invisibility.
You just brought up a great point too. He was old as hell, so he's probably like, I need this cloak because I can't be flipping and jumping off of rooftops and flying fuck through windows and shit anymore at this old age.
You turn
so
around,
that's probably part of it.
And he's kind of like power walking out of the room.
That's what it would be used for. He's still trying to do the disappear thing, but he's just old now. So he just hits the cloak and then just kind of waddles out the room. Yeah.
He's like, please don't walk into me. Please don't walk. He's like sidestepping people.
Exactly.
He's going out.
Yeah.
That's funny. All right.
So I'm surprised you didn't say this one, my number one Batman item, Gadget. And I was shocked to find out when it was first introduced. Because you think Batman, and it's probably the most iconic, if not one of two most iconic Batman gadgets, the grappling gun. Because at this point in Batman's comic book life, whatever you want to call it, that grappling gun can hook onto anything. There is not a damn thing it can't be hooked onto, wrapped around, whatever.
Well,
and it was introduced, I'm not lying to you, in Batman 1989.
But was it literally a rope and a grappling hook?
Yeah, it was a grappling. But so before it was just a thing that he threw. But the 1989 movie was the first time that Batman used like a grappling gun, and it was so popular that they then brought it into the comic books. Yeah. So before that, Batman didn't use a grappling gun. So I thought that was pretty damn cool.
That's the beauty of like creative freedom. Like, how do I tell this story and it can inspire other mediums to like pick up characteristics?
Because you think now it's so simple. Yeah, why wouldn't you give him a grapple gun? And it's insane that wasn't even a thought until 1989. It's wild.
You know what's interesting? I would venture to guess Spider-Man. Did he potentially inspire this grappling gun? Because they kind of traverse a city in similar ways. Like they're just they're around big buildings. They shoot up in the air.
The only thing is I'm not sure how popular Spider-Man was in 1988 or 87 whenever they were filming this.
Yeah,
but that makes sense because I mean, and it's weird. Other than Batman, who uses a grapple gun?
Who's the Question's girlfriend? The Huntress. She does.
Okay, Huntress. But see, even then, though, that's like a Batman-esque, you know what I mean?
It's a copycat, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And it also, Huntress has worked with Batman, been a part of the Bat family. So she's even probably gotten that from him.
She got a side and said, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I want to
exactly. Like, can you build me one?
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No. And it's and so many, it's used for him to like get out of places, to swing around, but also
it'd be so mobile.
Yeah,
because you think too, grab him. You think too with his super friends. Could you imagine how slow Batman will be getting around compared to everybody? he would have to like crawl down the shaft of the building, you know what I mean? Hop down, get in his car, drive there, then like crawl up the side of the building, and then he's breathing all heavy and shit. And they're like, damn, dude, like you don't have a faster way to get up here? Like, I mean, seriously, think about Batman without the grapple gun. Think about that. It's insane. And it again, without the grapple gun, that
Yeah.
computer and grapple gun,
Right.
Batman is not the same
It's
without
not the
those two
same.
things.
It's not the same. You saying that also, I know there's been a lot of videos and parodies made of this, but it immediately made me think of from Marvel Hawkeye when he ran out of arrows, or like,
What
hey, I'm
happened?
part of the Avenger. He didn't do. He said,
But then he's just done.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he's
said,
like,
like,
I'm out. Yeah,
I got
yeah,
12. That's my
Yeah.
as much as my quiver can hold.
Yep.
I'm gone. I'm out.
No, and I think it was the Boys, the comic book. They were parodying Hawkeye,
Yeah.
and I can't remember the specific scene itself. Somebody will, if you do, put it in the comments. But he literally ran out of arrows, and he was just like, okay, bye. And he left in the middle of the fight and everything. He just left. Like, so yeah. And again, that's why superheroes in comic books are so great. Because
Yeah.
in the comic book, they're still gonna get in there and fight and maybe try to get an arrow off the ground.
Yeah.
In real life, it's like, I'm tagged out.
I think Family Guy did a parody of Hawkeye with the other Avengers. Like, well, can you pull them out of the bad guys you did shoot? Well, yeah, but some of them are like damaged, and I can't. Whatever it is. So Batman, I've seen like the Robin Patterson Batman. It came out of his sleeve,
Oh yeah, it was like a gun that kind of came out.
built
Yeah.
into like a gauntlet or something.
That's a
but
sleek
then
design. Yeah.
others,
that's a super
it's
sleek
on
design.
his utility
Hip.
belt. Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yep.
right. So my last item, and we kind of touched on it, his mask, his cowl, like 10 different machines and appliances into one. He has
Right.
like all
The
this optical
sonar, the
vision.
radar, the
Yeah.
enhanced hearing,
Hearing,
whatever else.
It also, in some series, it has like somewhat of metaphysical kind of protection against like some mind control,
Night vision,
night vision.
everything. You're right. I mean, it's virtually can do everything that the computer can do. Really.
Yeah.
I mean, really, it's an extension of the computer.
And like you said, the anti-theft, right? So like no one could take it off but him. I'm trying to think, like, he has to, that's so intricate. Maybe he's built like 2 or 3,
Oh, no, I mean, I'm reading the current run, but I can't recall if I've seen like a room of all of his suits or whatever. But I mean, usually he has different suits in the archive kind of from past
Yeah.
adventures and stuff. So he definitely has a handful on him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, his mask and all the technology embedded in it,
Yeah.
that to me is impressive. So
And
those
he
are my
can move
5.
his neck. He can move his neck now. That's a big one.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean,
Like this.
genuinely, that's the hilarious thing too about where we're at with movies, right? You say the helmet and the face and the mask, even just him being able to turn his head
Mhm.
makes the character so much more different than when he has to move. Like, because honestly, and maybe it's because I was younger, but with the old Michael Keaton Batman and
Christian Bale's the first one.
George Clooney, and who was the guy before? Val Kilmer was the other one. No,
Val
I'm talking
Kilmer,
the
yeah.
originals. I'm talking the originals.
Originals, yeah.
Like when
Yeah,
he was still in the rubber and he couldn't move.
And
It
the
made me
yellow.
think of RoboCop when I was younger, and it just never made the fighting look practical. And now that we have the upgraded masks and helmet, now the fights at least look believable. I think that was a big reason why he wasn't as goofy. Like he started being taken more seriously,
Ah.
is because the function actually made sense. You know?
Well, I mean, like the
So-
1960s Batman, that was like a lycra spandex.
Yeah, it was
suit.
literally your dad who just thought he was
like
being funny.
Thermal underwear. Yeah.
Right. And then Robin's costume, good lord. Yeah. There's a problem with it.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you for being here, and I hope that you put your top 5 Batman gadgets down at the bottom in the comments. Like the video, share the video, and hell, put 10 Batman gadgets in there. We might respond to them.
Yep.
Tell you that your list is better than ours.
Yep.
Is there anything you want to say, Jacob, before we get out of here?
Nope. I'm good.
All right. We will do this once a month, so stay on the lookout.
This is